Hello everyone, I'm Neha in conversation with the winner of First Shots on Nikon contest, Mr. Harkirat. Hi Harkirat, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Welcome to Nikon. Harkirat, so how does it feel to be the winner of first ever Shots on Nikon contest?
Feels pretty stellar. To be honest, it sort of feels surreal, like this all isn't real. And for us, independent or amateur filmmakers, I think there's nothing bigger than reaching out to a wider audience and actually knowing that people want to listen to the stories that we have to tell. And I think it's really great on Nikon's part that they are giving us this platform where we can share our stories with a much wider audience and receive their feedback and know that where we stand in the short filmmaking fraternity.
So tell me Harkirat, what was your inspiration behind Roshni?
Well, I got to know about the Shots on Nikon contest just 10 days before the deadline. Before that, I was working with an association here in Delhi that works for the welfare of blind kids. So while working with them, the kids were really intrigued by the concept of a camera, what a camera actually does. These are kids who have no concept of what a photograph actually is, right? So while I was explaining to them where do you press the button to shoot a photograph, what does a lens do, they didn't really understand it, but they knew that it was something that is used to capture vision. So one such kid was, pressing several buttons on a camera, and there was this lady. She was yelling at the kid that give it back to me, or else you're gonna break it. So what this kid does is that he points the camera towards that lady, and he starts pressing the buttons haphazardly again, and he clicks the shutter button and clicks a photograph. So I asked him, why did he do that? And he said that I think one day when I regain my vision, I definitely want to know what this annoying voice actually looks like.
That's an interesting story, and it's really inspiring to hear it from you, because for me, you have found a concept during day-to-day life. So Harkirat, as an independent filmmaker, you might have faced some challenges during shooting Roshni. Can you share some experiences with us?
Well, there were quite a few challenges, both technical and non-technical. The biggest one was working with a kid for the first time. After every single shot, he used to say that I am not gonna do anymore, I just need some rest, I wanna go play. And we had to bribe him with chocolates throughout the day to keep him running to the shoot. On the technical end, the days are shorter now, so we had to rush through the entire shoot in 2 days. And we were losing light. So the Nikon gear was really helpful. I use a full frame camera, so I was easily pushing up to ISO 1600 and was certain that I wouldn't introduce a lot of noise in my footage. And also as an independent filmmaker, you don't have access to these expensive permits to shoot in public places. So we had to do the best with what we had at hand, and we had to scoot from places whenever people asked us to, and so that was basically it.
Great. So all your efforts are actually being showcased in the video, the work you have done. So how do you think today's camera technology is helping independent filmmakers?
Well, with the advent of the digital age, digital cameras coming into the scene, nowadays we can shoot everything straight to an SD card, put it inside a computer, and we can do things that we couldn't do with film before. We can emulate film grain, we can change the color in a number of different ways, suiting the emotions of the scene. And with today's improved sensors, like I have a full frame camera, as I told you, it can see things in lower light situations with a much wider lens, and there is not necessarily obviously if you're doing professional film work, you need to light your scene, but sometimes you're in situations where you don't have permits and you need to get in and out of the property very quickly. So in that case, these new age sensors, which can handle lower light situations very effectively, they are very helpful in getting us the shot that we want in a much lesser time with a much lesser budget. And later on, when we are in post-production, we can emulate shadows, we can emulate highlights, we can give the touch to the midtones as we want, as per our requirement. For example, Nikon has a Nikon flat profile, and it's amazing what you can do with that flat profile.
Great Harkirat, it was really nice talking to you and understand your views on filmmaking. And I really think that it would be very inspiring and motivating for all the upcoming filmmakers. And I really wish you all the best from Nikon's behalf, and we would really love to see more work coming from your end. Thank you. So guys, that was Harkirat, the winner of Shots on Nikon contest. He was here to share his views during making of his film Roshni and his experiences as an independent filmmaker in India. To watch the film, please visit the link below.
Thank you, Nikon, for giving me this opportunity to showcase my film on such a big level and reaching out to such a lot of people. And thank you for this little guy, such an awesome camera. I am sure that will make a very good addition to our Nikon family. Thank you.